Okay, hey, this is Blue over at You Can Blue. I'm going to adjust the lights. So, let's have a look out at the side here. And I've got that at the minute, which is my point light. And what I can do is I can kind of move it around to give a bit more atmosphere if I feel so inclined. Just move my microphone back a little bit. And I can change its parameters as well. So, if I need to, I can make it dimmer or whatever. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add probably not a directional, a spotlight into my scene. You see there? And that way I've got a lot more control over things like its cone and stuff. You can see in the camera actor what it's doing. Now I'm going to rotate it so that my light's actually looking toward the zombie. There we go. And I'm going to have this as a kind of a torch coming out of the camera. So I'll just move it slightly behind the camera there. And then if I kind of scoot around a little bit and just move it slightly more to the left. Okay, so it's like it's shining on the zombie from our viewport. Now I can change the intensity, and I'll probably change it to around about 1200. I don't want it too bright, but I certainly don't want it too dim either, otherwise we're not going to see our lovely work. And something else I can do as well is I can change a few of the other parameters too. Okay, so for example in the color picker I could change it to, for example, a nice blue, and then drag the saturation right down to give a slight blue tint to the scene. If I was having it in sunlight, I'd change that to yellow and then drop my saturation all the way down. What I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to change it to red to give it more of a kind of hellish kind of discord, and then drop the saturation down, and then we get this nice kind of reddish colour to our light. Okay. Now another thing I'm going to do is I can change my cone angles. So for example I can change my outer cone down to, in that case, 30. It's still covering my zombie. Or bring it right up. Now I'm going to bring my inner cone value up so it's just covering the zombie, and that way we're going to get a slightly softer fall off around the edges, like so. Okay, that's looking quite nice. And I can change a few other volumes as well, like changing the light's influence and so on in the attenuation radius. But to be honest, most of this looks like it's going to be absolutely fine. If I play my level now, there we go. As you see, the lights aren't quite so stark as they once were, so that's fantastic. And overall, I'm pretty damn pleased with how the zombies came out. Okay then, so we now have our zombie built, we have our lighting done, and we have all this other groovy stuff done. So what we're going to look at in the next part, once I've saved, is how to build the lighting. And then we're going to be ready to record our footage. Okay, so go get yourself a cup of coffee, go light yourself up a big old Cuban cigar, and I will see you in just a couple of minutes or a day.